Hi. Okay. It's been a hot minute. I don't know. I love to you know, how they have different sayings from ancient times. What? How much is a fortnight? And how much is so the the current slang of it's been a hot minute. I'd love to see what that is in Google. How much time is a hot minute? Well, it's been a hot minute and a half since since I made a video. Um, life, and I got a new camera, and then of course my anxiety was like, you don't know how to use the camera, so I've been hesitant to try and use it. I wanted to only put out content if it was with the new camera because it's better quality, blah 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 blah. So okay, so this is going to be a talking video. I'm actually doing this because one of my really close friends requested it of me, and it was really flattering, and it kind of is going to bring to a point what I'm going to talk about. So she wanted me to do kind of a New Year's, what did she want me to do? Let me see what she wanted me to do. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so she said to ring in the new year. Okay. So, of course I didn't really prepare that much. That's kind of my style. You can see I have no makeup on. I'm kind of in my lounge, whatever. But it kind of, so one of the main ideas that came to me that I guess I can reflect on, that that I feel like everyone can reflect on, and especially as the year is coming to a close and everyone is doing self-reflection and resolutions and how can I improve and how was I this year. So one of the really kind of things that, it's not something I'm making up, is often people see you so much greater than you see yourself. And that was definitely in this moment today when she was like, yeah, make a video about ringing in the new year. That holds so much weight, she had trust and faith in me that what I had to say, little Yaffa Slursberg over here, had what to say, and that she valued it enough that she was asking me. And she's like, I'm looking forward. And that really touched my heart. So I'm not going to say who you are because I don't want to embarrass you, but you know who you are. That really, really touched me and made me just appreciate our friendship, and that you have so much faith in me, and that made me have faith in me to post this video. So that's kind of one little anecdote. But yeah, this video, I guess, yeah, it could be a little bit about reflection of just what I've been through this past 2019, and what I guess maybe my goals are in the future, what you guys can take from my experiences, because I feel like we're all so similar. We really are. We do feel often when we're in the heat of it all, when we're in the moment of despair and oh my god. I know, it's like I'm so used to using emojis now, so I can't even use an emoji, so my face is the emoji. Yeah, when you're in the thick of things, it's hard to see the big picture. And one of the things that we often feel is, oh my goodness, I'm the only one, I'm alone. Well, one of the really big things that has helped me in my anxiety and depression and whatever journey is knowing you're not alone. Knowing that what you're going through is human. Fear is human. Apprehension is human. Anxiety is normal until it messes with your life, but that's a whole nother video that I kind of touched on before. Oh my god, sorry, getting WhatsApp notifications. So that's another aspect that I want to touch on in this video, is that even if I'm talking about things that are personal to me, I'm sure something in there will resonate with you. and help you feel like, oh, well, Yas is going through that. I'm going through it too. And then, you don't feel so alone. And I know I'm rambling on, but again, when you feel alone, it's kind of one of the worst feelings, and that just leads to despair and depression and down a rabbit hole. So I feel like one of the keys to battling any kind of despair is feeling like you're not alone, support, getting love, and if you can't get that from your family, get it from friends. And you know what? In this day and age, you can say, oh, no one loves me, I have no friends. Well, social media makes it pretty hard not to have any friends. You can just start making friends with someone all the way in Australia or England. There's billions of people on this earth. I'm sure you will find a friend. Um, and if you don't feel like you are worthy of someone liking you and being your friend, that's not true either, because you are alive and on this earth and have a soul, you are special and you are amazing and you have the potential to do so many things. And I know that there are moments, because I've had it too, when you're kind of like laying at bed at night and all of the pain and all of the not feeling good enough and all of the fear can paralyze you and make you feel like no one cares about me, I'm too ugly, I'm too dumb, I'm too this, I'm too that. Know that those are just limiting beliefs. This is all kind of just flowing and it's a little rambling, so bear with me, but um, know that they're limiting beliefs. That kind of concept, by the way, this idea of limiting beliefs, is so, it's so powerful if you think about it. Because, okay, so basically, you have, let's say, you had ADD and you were in elementary school and they didn't really know how to deal with it. So you were always labeled as the stupid kid who couldn't get through school, and you couldn't pay attention. So from that moment, that belief, you are stupid, will kind of cement itself in your brain, and it'll keep running the tape over and over again, and you'll start believing it and start living that way. Well, guess what? Just because it's there doesn't mean it's true. Thoughts don't equal fact. Okay? Thoughts do not equal fact. So even if you think you're stupid and keep telling yourself you're stupid, does not necessarily mean you're stupid. So, um, one of the most powerful ideas in books that I tell ever, I don't know if I ever mentioned this here, I probably have, that changed my life, um, and that is kind of the theme of a lot of self-help movements, is the ideas from Louise Hay. I think, yeah, I for sure mentioned her. Anyway, her whole idea is kind of like you have control of your thoughts, and therefore you can control your destiny. Because once you change that belief of I'm stupid, I can't do anything, to I'm smart and I can do anything, life is 80% mental, man. If you believe you can conquer something, you can do it. And I know you're sitting there like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I really can't. Well, try it and see what happens. And obviously, it's not magic, but think about it. Would you rather sit and be crying alone and being like, I'm stupid and I'm ugly and I can't do anything? Instead, you could take those thoughts, write them down on a piece of paper, rip them up, put them in the garbage or the toilet, flush the toilet, and then start writing, I am beautiful. I am smart and I can do whatever I set my heart to. And even if you are writing this and you're like, this is bull crap, this is not true, I don't believe this, Well, fake it till you make it. The more you tell yourself those things and the more you affirm those things, it becomes your reality. And again, just because again someone told you you're stupid, that doesn't mean you're stupid. And someone told you you're not popular and you're ugly and you can't do that thing that you wanted to do, that's on them. That's just words. That's not your reality. You create your reality. So, wow, how did we get on that tangent? So, I don't even remember how we got there. Hold on just a second. Okay, and we're back. And I did a hair change. Now, if any of you guys know me, I'm always putting my hair back. Okay, so next part of the video. So personally for me, this year has been insane. You think you know yourself and then you don't. I've just been through a lot in terms of figuring out what I really want. What does Yafa, Miriam, Skana Gittel, that was Hebrew, my whole Jewish name, what do I want? What do I want in life? What do I want in a relationship? What do I want with my job? What do I want spiritually? How do I want to live my life? And it's so funny because I'm 31 years old, going to be 32 in February, and like, you'd think by now I'd have my shit figured out. And I thought I did, but in the back of my mind, I knew that I really didn't. And you know what? That's something that I think is also important. Sorry, I'm like kind of stirring my dinner over here. An important thing is to not compare yourself to other people. That will also trip you up tremendously. I don't know why, but it's just something that is human nature to compare. Everyone needs to be on a certain timeline and be on a certain kind of path, and if they're not on that path, there's something wrong with them. And that also sets you up for failure because that's not reality. Again, sure, a lot of people can kind of keep up with that. And for most of our lives, we do. Obviously, there's certain milestones that, you know, are supposed to happen just in development in general. And certain things are expected, certain skills, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, really, everyone is living their own life and living their own path. And I guess there's certain general things that just what's the word? I can't think right now. My brain. Certain things are like, I guess, societal norms. So that's a big word these days. Societal norms. What's normative? What's this and that? And in a way, it's good because it's pushing boundaries, and I think it's good because, again, it's emphasizing that we all have our own journey and we all have our own path, and even if that path doesn't match the path of your friends or your family, it doesn't make it wrong. And I'm kind of learning that this year, and it's not easy at all. It's really tough, actually, and I'm definitely not, like, what's the word, like an expert or, like, totally, like, okay with it. I'm still figuring it out, but, yeah, I don't know. So that's what I've been going through. Just trying to figure out all those things, and to let you know that it's okay that to figure out those things at whatever age you want, because again, some people grow up with parents who are very liberal and let them figure it out at age 13, and others like myself grow up in more religious backgrounds, and therefore, I'm not saying it's bad, but we just grow up in a different way where we have certain expectations, and it's not necessarily so liberal. So sometimes, a lot of the times, people are okay that way. They grow up a certain way in a very, conservative, religious, and a certain lifestyle, and they go with it, and they're cool, and they live their lives, and they're happy. And some people, like me, have to do a little bit more digging and figure out what works and what feels right. So that's been very difficult. I know I might not be showing it on my face right now, but it's very difficult. Very difficult. And that's okay. It's okay, because I think ultimately, again, that's sometimes, like, how do I say it? I mean, it's so cliche, but I mean, what? Darkest before the dawn? Like, if you want to get to happiness and clarity, sometimes you got to go through shit. So, in this case, it's really emotional stuff. It's not, thank God, everything is fine, but just emotionally and um, and with family and friends, it's very difficult. So that's kind of what I'm going through. So I don't know if that'll inspire anybody, but I put my brave face on and was like, the hell with it. I gotta go through some changes. Okay, no one knows what that song is, except for old people. And for some reason I know that, and I don't even know the whole song, but it's an old song. So, alright, this video is kind of long. And sorry I'm not going into so many specifics. I'm not, I guess, really there yet. I know I'm being all vague, like changes and figuring out my life. Yeah, I don't know. My parents are watching this, so still fresh and emotional. So I don't really want to go into so much detail, but yeah. So that's that. What else can I leave you with? Hopefully I'll be posting more content soon, and try to actually figure out how to use my camera. And I think that's it for now. It's the end of a long day, and I'm tired, so uh, the inspiration lasts so long. So, I don't know, I hope you could have learned a little bit from what I said, and I hope that this next year, 2020, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm saying that, brings a lot of blessings, brings a lot of hope, brings a lot of joy, brings a lot of clarity and peace of mind and heart and soul, and that you have the strength and the courage to face your demons and to face reality and shit in your life. And, yeah, and that you learn to love you more, because you really should, because you're freaking amazing. And, yeah. So, I think that's it. Happy New Year, and I'm out. Bye.